get started first with a question from Shannon Russell.
Hey Samuel, how you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm well. You came into the season and had to really sit out the last few weeks with the aggravated patella tendon issue. What's it been like for you to get back, and how long do you think it'll be before you're back to 100%?
I don't know about 100%, but I'm pretty close to that right now. I started practicing, going through the full practice on Tuesday. It's been pretty tough, missing the last month or so. Just watching on the side. I've tried to do everything I could, from just bringing energy to practice and not being a guy that comes in there with no energy and negative energy. But it's also allowed me to look at the game from a little bit of a different perspective on the sidelines, as opposed to being on the court. So I've just been trying to learn as much as I can, as well as staying in shape and working out as much as I could, so that when I did return, that I'd be in the best shape as possible.
Go to Kent.
Yeah, Sam, last year, playing behind Jordan, you were able to kind of ease your way through your freshman year a little bit. How do you feel like, or how do you see maybe your role changing this season?
Well, losing Jordan and Dwayne and all the guys we've lost, myself, along with a lot of my teammates, our roles are going to go up a lot. We lost a lot of production from last season, so a lot of us are going to be expected to make major jumps going into our sophomore years. Offensively, defensively, making plays on both sides of the ball. I think myself and, like I said, a lot of my teammates will be expected to make a big leap.
Other questions? Go ahead, Shannon. I think you're ready.
Yeah, I was just ready to type that in. So when you look at this team this year, and I know you guys have, injuries that are still lingering, what do you think this team's strength is going to be, just knowing that you lost so many guys from last year and you are banged up heading into this season collectively?
I would say athleticism and camaraderie. Athleticism, we got some guys that can get up, get on the rim, run the floor. At every position, we got some athletes. And then I think camaraderie is a little bit of an underrated thing, but it's also very important when it comes to a team sport like basketball. Being close on the floor and off the floor is huge. So I think that's two of our biggest strengths heading into next week.
We'll go to Gary and then to Russ on the phone.
Yeah. Samuel, Shannon kind of asked my question, but I guess when you looking at how this team is coming together on the floor, where do you feel like the strengths are going to show right away, or is it just something that's going to build maybe in another month or so?
Well, I think we're a team that's still maybe trying to find our identity a little bit. Like I said, we lost a lot last year. But, this year, like I said, people got to step up. And we're going to play probably a little bit different than we did last year. I think we're going to be a team that, prides itself on, being tough, getting on the offensive glass, creating second chance points. And then defensively, we got to make a huge step from where we were last year. We got to be better than what we were last year.
To Russ.
Yeah, Samuel. How do you see this team for the next 3 months making up for the loss of Malik?
Well, it won't just be one guy. It's going to be a community effort between several bigs, and then really everybody else on the team is going to have to make up for his communication and rebounding and defensive presence on the court. Malik's one of the smartest bigs in the country, and we're really going to miss him. And it's going to take a lot of guys to come in and make up for his absence.
We'll go to Kent and then back to Shannon.
Kind of piggybacking off of that, Sam, a little bit. No Malik, and obviously what you guys lost last year with Steven and Jordan and Dwayne. You guys are not going to be as big of a team as you guys have been in the past. In what ways do you think you'll look different because of that?
I think we'll be a little bit more quicker, maybe. We might have to play some more small ball with guys like Jalen Withers playing the 5. Which can be an advantage to us. We can get a lot more mismatches on the offensive end, and then defensively we might be a little smaller. So we're all gonna have to buy into boxing out and gang rebounding with 5 guys attack the glass.
Shannon?
Samuel, Coach Mack said you guys were able to have a short scrimmage earlier this week. What do you think that you learned about the team just in not playing against yourselves?
I think we got better from yesterday than we were Tuesday, but also I think we have a little bit show where we are, getting to play against somebody else, and I think we have a little bit of ways to go in these next 6 days. We still need to get better before our opener next Wednesday.
In what ways? I mean, specifically, do you want to see improvement before the opener?
Really defensively. We had a couple of defensive lapses. Shooting the ball, we got to shoot the ball a little bit better, and just getting used to playing with each other a little bit more. It's our first time playing against somebody else other than ourselves, since we've been here. So I think we'll be good, though.
Back to Kent.
Samuel, how do you feel like your game has evolved from this time last year to where it is now?
I think it's evolved a lot. I would say there's a couple of things that I learned a lot from last year, which is playing hard, like crashing the offensive glass was something that, I never really had to do in high school. And it was one of those things that I had to do along with playing defense my freshman year if I wanted to stay on the floor. And I feel like carrying those things over from my freshman year to my sophomore year to add to the game that I have, I think will help me tremendously.
Any other questions from anyone? All right, hearing none, we'll conclude the call for today. Samuel, thanks for taking the time, and thanks for everybody joining us.
Thank you, guys.